So the legendary Wu-Tang Clan might be getting ready to call it quits as far as touring goes and putting a time capsule in Mother Earth. I swear, I wonder where they're gonna do that. I didn't hear no reports of that. If y'all did, leave it in the comments below. I hope they do it on Staten Island. It would make sense, right? But with all that being said, the Wu is still very much alive, and it seems so much is still in the works, and that's lit.
Nas or Jizza? In which way? No, they're both very powerful brothers, right? But look, for MCing, my favorite best MC is the Jizza. Okay. I don't think no MC could beat the Jizza. I think what Jizza have written for hip hop, no other MC compare. Even if you go to Rakim, who is one of the greatest, right? And most people, he is the greatest. And Nas is most people is the greatest, right? If I go back and I look at what Jizza offered to hip hop, right? And then look at what Jizza spawned. Right? Jizza spawned me. Right? Dirty, Meth, Ray, Ghost. These are all from Jizza is the enlightener. And you go get all your top MCs. I'm saying this with a little ego on my back for it. Ego won't get it. He won't leave. Nah, G. What the Wu offer lyrically, right, is actually no one has mastered yet.
So that's pretty interesting, right? The RZA on Drink Champs, man. Yo, is NORE rocking fake hair? I swear, all of a sudden, like, I don't know. I know NORE wasn't bald. He always said he had the Photoshop baldy. You know what I mean? That he kept the Caesar so low that in like on the gram with the pictures, it would come out looking bald. He called it the Photoshop bald. But I don't know. Yeah, all of a sudden he got this like hair. Not that it really matters. I'm just like, yo, is a man wearing extensions or something? But anyways, what they were talking about before we get into about Jizza, the Enlightener, there's other stuff they got into in the podcast. As I was saying, more things are in the works. The Purple Tape Files, obviously one of the most iconic tapes in hip-hop history. Just the concept of having it actually be purple in itself. And it was pretty lit too for those that watched the Hulu Wu-Tang An American story, man. If you haven't watched it yet, I mean, you're crazy. Just playing, you know what I mean? I know people are busy and all that, but it's really great piece of content. And I've re-binged it out, but in the last season they had those episodes where each one, like they had the ODB one and they had the Purple Tape one, where it was like a concept piece in an alternate universe, where like on the Purple Tape one there were these, you know, dudes selling the purple vials in the hood and stuff like that. It was lit. But that's on the way the purple file and coming, and it's just so good that the Wu is still so alive in so many ways. And back to that Hulu series, I really feel like if you take all the hip-hop like biopic movies, limited series shows, whatever, Wu-Tang story was told in the best way as far as production value, storytelling, just all of it as a total package, a total piece of art. Theirs was the best. Tap in and let me know if y'all agree with that. But as far as what he was saying, you hear him mention Rakim, Nas, you know, everyone has their favorites, who they fuck with or whatever. And then, you know, there's the artists that people think are the best MCs. And, you know, obviously Nas and Rakim, both legends, goats. But the RZA personally has Jizza, the Enlightener, he calls him. As you heard him, he spawned, you know, Meth. He said Meth, Ray, Ghost, and him personally, Jizza the Enlightener. But then also you got to look at it in a way too that him spawning those artists also ushered in their alter egos, the aliases, you know, and then the side artists and side projects that all those artists have, just everything that encapsulate Wu-Tang, you know what I mean? Like, I personally didn't really realize Jizza. I mean, it was told in the Hulu series, but I don't know that they necessarily focused on it so much. But I think this is pretty interesting from RZA's perspective. Let me know if y'all agree with that and how you guys think of GZA as an MC and all that, and what RZA's talking about. And then on the way once again, which I guess Kendrick Lamar and Nas are going to be a part of the Oracle tape files. These are definitely like going back to some real hip hop history, how powerful the Wu is and was and always will be, like Wu-Tang truly is forever. And he says, I put myself into a serious mind frame, a serious storytelling album. I had to make this product and stand out. That was Raekwon talking about Only Built for Cuban Links. I knew that purple represents loyalty. That's exactly what I was looking for. So it's dope, man. A lot on the way from the Wu. They truly will live on forever. And RZA's take on the dopest MC that there ever was, being GZA, who he references as the Enlightener. Let's discuss it all in the comments. I got to go tap into that full episode. As always, with a lot of these podcasts, I think a lot of people sleep on things outside of the clips. Y'all know the way it works with the blogosphere and the content machine and the cycle and the way things get put out through content creators, blogs, reactions, etc. There's so much stuff that doesn't get clipped, in my opinion, that I find intriguing, at least, but everyone's looking at everything from their own perspective, and that's why it's always so interesting to chop it up and coffee talk it up on the different topics that we cover. So hit them comments. Let's just do that and coffee talk it up. Subscribe, and I'm gonna get with y'all on the next one. Peace and God bless.